Hi, my name is Kate. Welcome to my channel, and this is my book review with spoiler of Rina Deception Trilogy, the first book. It's Vow of Deception. This is very dark. There's a lot of trigger warning. It's very psychological. This is a dark romance, dark marriage story of Adrian and Leah Volkov. It was very heavy. There's a lot of blood, and I don't like blood. And it was very mental. I've read the first, second, and third book. Now I'm making the book review. But it was super heavy. It feels like literally someone is holding my neck because, anyway, doesn't matter. So there's a trigger warning and there will be a spoiler. Now I'm going to tell you how I feel about this book. Summary. In New York, there was this homeless girl whose name is Winter. She is alcoholic. She lost her baby. Her mother is dead. She was homeless alone in New York with a veteran friend, Larry. She is actually right now having a little bit of withdrawal because she has no coins to buy beer and she's starving, and she saw a poster of ballet and she couldn't explain, but she has anger on the poster. And then she went to the shelter home where the director is Richard Green, and Richard Green was actually a bad man. She assaulted her and then she ran away, and now she needs to go back because she has no other place to go. But when she go back, there were police and Richard Green is dead and she is the prime suspect. She ran away. She went to this parking lot, but she was captured, found and captured by Kolya and Yan, the bodyguard of Adrian. And then Adrian told her, I want you to pretend like my dead wife, Leah. And she said, why? And then Adrian showed the picture and they were really clone and look alike. So Adrian took her home. She changed her, took the dress of Leah. She thinks they are boring. And she thought that she lost her baby because she has a scar in her stomach. And she met Jeremy, who is actually very cute. And then she was starting to fall for Adrian, and they did spies, but she knew that the reason why Adrian is doing these things to her is because Adrian asked her to pretend like Leah, and she thought that Adrian was only doing these things to her because she has a psychological issue that she is Leah and not Winter. That's why it was very mental. And then she actually tried to avoid Adrian now because she is falling for him, but he was asking her to pretend like Leah. And then Jeremy is calling her ghost mom, and she was starting to think that the real Leah who's supposed to be dead was awful. And also she is having a nightmare, Winter's having a nightmare that Leah and a random guy is shooting Adrian and her. She was constantly having a nightmare of bad things happening to her and to Adrian. So now she wanted to escape Adrian. And when they went to a party of Pakan Sergey, he was like, acting like Leah doesn't matter, like Leah is nothing. Otherwise, Leah will be seen as a weakness of Adrian. Leah, on the other hand, misinterpret that. She thought that she was nothing and Adrian was just using her. And then when she was about to leave, she was captured by a group of men and Jan was shot. They took them together, and then she was talking and being called the guy as Duchess. They will drop off and Adrian save her, and then they did spies. And then one time she convinced Adrian to let her take Jeremy to the park. There were clowns. They disguised Jeremy, no, distracted Jeremy, and she was pulled out by the mysterious guy, and turns out it to be Luca, her Italian friend, and then she came to her senses and realized, I am not Winter, I am Leah Volkov. I remember my wedding day, and I did not kiss back Adrian because I wanted to delete him. That's the ending of book one. It's a cliffhanger. The story for me of this is 5, although it's kind of confusing, but yeah, I like the story still. The spice is just 4 because Adrian is punishing her with a belt. You know, the quiet one, they are always wild in bed. My dislike is that it's kind of confusing when I was expecting Leah, but the story on the woman's POV was Winter. However, I like the dual POV. I like the voices because I bought the Kindle and the Audible because I like to hear Adrian's voice. Adrian was so perfect. I like how he was very caring and gentle to Jeremy and Leah. I like how he was actually doing everything for Leah, but Leah is kind of closed off because she thinks she's Winter, and she thinks Adrian is asking her to be Leah. And I actually like that there is a little bit suspense because the she thought that there was a ghost in the guest house and that the real Leah was actually watching her. And my dislike is only that part, the confusing of Winter and Leah. But other than that, I highly do recommend this book. I actually like it a lot. There's not that much character development and plot twist because it was just, wow, it was just book one and the ending was a cliffhanger. But I actually love how, okay, here we go, the introduction is done, she's now remembering it, but it was very, very psychological. Especially, oh, my other dislike, I dislike how Jeremy was extremely traumatized, and it seems that Adrian, although he's doing his best, he's busy with his work, and Leah, Leah, the Leah before Winter came, doesn't have time for Jeremy, and even Jeremy calls her ghost mommy. It's really sad, and I feel bad for Jeremy, but he's so cute. Anyways, I highly recommend this book. I love it so much. I love Adrian. I couldn't express it enough because I'm overwhelmed by how amazing and perfect Adrian is. Although Adrian doesn't know how to communicate his feeling, obviously, because he's a childhood trauma. But it was actually good. I was surprised. I thought this was like, like Rai and Kyle's story, just like, but it wasn't. When TikTok said this is one of the best book Rina Kent made, I was like, okay, let me try. But I was actually surprised on how dark and mental it is. And now we're going to book 2, and that will be more mental and darker. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe. I'll see you around. Bye bye.